of Liverpool's final UEFA Champions League Group B tie against Roma. The mathematics aren't simple, but despite being bottom of the table, they can still make the last 8. Liverpool must beat Roma by 2 clear goals to make sure of their passage to the quarter-finals. A win of any sort would do, providing the result between Galatasaray and Barcelona is not a draw. Roma themselves need a point to ensure qualification. Michael Owen still hasn't returned from his hamstring injury, so Liverpool make 2 changes from Saturday's starting lineup at Middlesbrough. Litmanen and Gerrard replacing Hamann and Anelka. Roma, who top Serie A and have lost just twice all season without the influential Brazilian Cafu, but include the likes of Totti and Gabriel Batistuta. To one of those special European nights at Anfield, your commentators David Pleat and first, Clive Tilsley.
No doubting what the form book points to. Both clubs have played 11 games in the group phases of this season's Champions League. Liverpool have drawn 7 of theirs, Roma 8 of theirs. David Pleat, they've got to break that sequence somehow.
Yes, there's a tremendous array of talent for Liverpool to get past tonight. They'll have to go forward, but at the same time, the first 25 minutes, they can't afford to concede. I really do believe that Xavier and Gallagher will have opportunities to move forward, and they'll have to get forward as quickly as possible to try and support Heskey and Litmanen up front. Litmanen will drop just a little bit deeper, indeed not too dissimilar to Batistuta, who play up the main field for Roma, and just behind him, of course, Totti.
October the 13th, when he felt unwell at half-time during the match against Leeds United here. What a tonic for him, what a tonic for everybody involved with the club to see him back 5 months on. Gerrard, who was only able to play 20 minutes in the league game at Middlesbrough at the weekend. Key figure tonight. Litmanen waits for the ball, Panucci heads down, this is Tomasi. Gerrard. Spezia has started in quite an advanced position on the left-hand side. Lima is the player injured.
Well, I think Gerrard was there first, wasn't he, Clive?
Full-blooded challenge. Liverpool need a big start. A big throw on the way from Jon Arne Riise. Sami Hyypiä is up there for it. Clears Hyypiä towards Heskey and bounces over Litmanen.
Sure, Hyypiä will go up at every opportunity. Long throws, corners. Spezia taken more of a central role with Heskey. Thought he might play slightly left-hand side, but it looks as though he's going to play up the front with Heskey, and Riise is going to tuck in, so Murphy, Gerrard and Riise will be across the midfield.
This is Litmanen, who seems to be starting just behind Spezia and Heskey, drifting out to that right-hand side in search of space, but running into Vincent Kondola. Be a lot of work for Murphy, Gerrard and Riise to do in that undermanned Liverpool midfield. Fabio Capello said that they would have to change their approach tonight in search of the 2 goals they need to have their fate in their own hands, and they have done. Assunção. Batistuta unable to bring the ball under control. Gerrard swept into the path of Xavier. Gerrard will be the fulcrum of the Liverpool engine room effort tonight in the absence of Hamann. Totti conceding the throw. Waits for Moncho.
And so steady this season. mainstay of the team with Sami Hyypiä. Played almost all the games together.
Totti looking to thread a ball between them towards Batistuta. A little loose from Litmanen, but equally so from Batistuta, and Litmanen is back on the ball with plenty of support. Emil Heskey making the diagonal run, but Antonioli quickly off his line.
That's that typical cunning ball of Litmanen, just a little bit too wide for Heskey.
Totti's control heavy. Gerrard to Risa. Carragher sprinting forward to his left. High energy start from Liverpool. They mustn't get too anxious, mustn't get too desperate too early. Clever from Gerrard. On by Carragher. Control from Smica. This is Risa. Space for Smica. Litmanen calling for it. It's Vladimir Smica. It's a good save by Antonioli. He knew he struck it well, and he knew what a good stop it required from the Roma keeper.
Yeah, it was urgent play by Risa that made Smica probably feel just as sharp as he received that ball to hit it unerringly. Good save. Nice early tempo for Liverpool.
Risa with the corner. Towards Xavier. Comes off Litmanen. Xavier is there, seen to tumble inside the box. Smuggled away as far as Murphy. Penalty! Asensao caught him. And inside 6 minutes, Liverpool have a chance to score from the spot. Danny Murphy just clipped by Asensao as he steadied himself to shoot.
Well, I think Xavier was caught as well, but certainly as Murphy came back there, Asensao definitely caught him. Took his legs. You wouldn't expect any Roma players to complain, but they knew straight away they'd been caught out.
Jari Litmanen missed his last penalty for Liverpool on Boxing Day at Villa Park. A good start was vital. They've got one! King Myers has done it! The very presence of Gerard Houllier has touched the Liverpool performance instantly, and Jari Litmanen gives them the lead from the spot.
Well, it was that lovely little shimmy that just sent Antonioli to his left. Coolly rolls it. Lovely placement. There's a thrill of a man returning to what he knows and loves best.
Steady Gerrard. But Jari Litmanen didn't show an ounce of nerve there. It is his 20th Champions League goal. Only 2 of those have come in Liverpool colours. He made his name in this competition with Ajax. He was just so cool, and the little check, the little dummy just before he struck it just rooted the keeper to the spot, and he found the corner of the net. And Liverpool have found the momentum immediately here.
Certainly should take the anxiety out of the Liverpool play. Now Liverpool have a chance to get behind the ball and play their main counter-attacking side.
A Liverpool win may well be enough. A 2-goal win will definitely be enough. Lima forward, well seen by Hyypiä. Carragher to Smica. Heskey, he was caught. Samuel fouled him.
Good start by Smica, looking lively.
Samuel, the mainstay of the Argentinian defence. That may just be a dress rehearsal for the summer. England. Liverpool are not short of options from this kind of range. Gerrard and Risa, the 2 main candidates. The angle may suit the right foot of Steven Gerrard. Risa tees, Gerrard hits. Oh, it came off Antonioli. Heskey got a shot away. It is a corner. I don't know how much the goalkeeper saw there or how much he knew about it, but he kept it out. What a strike!
Well, it was a great block, wasn't it? He saw it, I think, okay. Far too fierce to hold, and Heskey following up well. They've got the crowd behind them.
Anfield is rocky, and so too are the Roma defence. Risa with the corner. Firm header away by Gabriel Batistuta of all people. Honcho into the path of Risa again. Lima sticking close to him. Throw into Liverpool. Smitsa. Murphy. Element of surprise about the way Liverpool have shaped up here, and I think they've taken Roma by surprise.
Yes, I think the three central defenders probably thought that they had Heskey to deal with. Obviously, Walter Samuel would have sat tight with him. The full-backs then, or the wing-backs, Tomasi and Candela would have surged forward. But the fact that Smitsa has started up the middle and looks quite lively has just given them something extra to think about.
The goals helped. Gerrard exchanging passes with Carragher. Liverpool looked sharp and bright about their work. Gerrard seeking out Smitsa. Sending the veteran Aldair back there to chase him with Condela. Smitsa first to the ball, it's another corner. Liverpool quick into the punch all over the field. Their approach has been pilloried by some in Barcelona last week, just as it was by Fabio Capello before the first encounter in December. They do have some very famous critics, and they couldn't care less. But what a response to that criticism.
Always looked a threat last week in Barcelona at these set plays from Risa's balls.
Risa takes. Headed away by Tomasi. This is Honcho. Hoppier is still forward and onside. Heskey is now offside. The flag is up. Quite sure what Litmanen's position was when Hoppier headed on, but the Roma defence didn't catch the Liverpool skipper. Heskey was a bit too eager, wasn't he? This time by Risa. His victim is Damiano Tomasi, who was actually red carded in the UEFA Cup tie between the two on this ground last season.
Not too many Roma players too anxious to get into the box, although Walter Samuel is walking briskly now to join Batistuta and Totti on the edge of the box.
Assunção will take the free kick. It's towards Walter Samuel. He was allowed a free header beyond the far post, but Dudek under late pressure from Totti is able to gather.
Yeah, just a little warning for Heskey there. If he marks Walter Samuel, he's got to make sure that he stays with him. It's a very deep ball. It was beyond everyone. They may have thought it was passing out, but he did well to steer it back across. Confident take by Dudek.
Gerrard to Xavier. Smitsa. Litmanen. There was a late run from Murphy, but Heskey was just beyond him. I think Murphy timed his run perfectly.
Well, it was good to see a run from midfield. Not often do we see Liverpool players making those breaks in between strikers. Murphy made one then, but was just caught.
Panucci. Lima. Condola. Aldair. Honcho taking a bit of a chance with Totti. Liverpool retain possession well. On by Murphy to Litmanen. Got his pass away despite the late challenge from Samuel. Smitsa cut out by Tomasi, who survives the handball appeals.
Roma desperately need to put a few passes together. They haven't forged any rhythm so far. Liverpool have shaken them with the pace at which they've started the game.
Totti forward towards Cornola.
I think one of the problems is that Litman is just dropping a little bit deeper than the front two. There's Gerrard enjoying a joke with Phil Thompson. Wonderful to see him smiling.
Samuel carefully back to his goalkeeper. There's a foul by on Totti.
I think it took some consideration there by the Norwegian referee before he gave that.
Just a grapple to get himself airborne. Emerson. Flag is up against Batistuta. A typically extravagant finish from him. Hasn't scored in the Champions League this season. He was barely offside.
Well, I think he was okay.
Heskey, climbed well. Totti. Carragher to Litmanen. Risa. Carragher to Smica. Wasn't able to fool Panucci.
First forward break by either of the Roma wing-backs.
Assunção. Totti. Just buffeted by Gerrard. Referee had a good view of it. Risa clear. Only as far as Aldair. Now Condola. Murphy checking his progress. This is Emerson. Assunção. Charged down by Risa. A later score in Group A in the Champions League tonight, and Manchester United have taken the lead in Portugal against Boavista through Laurent Blanc. Bayern Munich must get a better result than Manchester United tonight if they're to deny Manchester United winning that group. Tomasi running out of Anfield.
I think we'll see Tomasi trying to get forward as much as possible now. And on the other side, of course, Candelara, who's a very good full-back going forward, plays almost like an inside forward. A right-footed left-back, very similar to Gallagher in a way. Gallagher probably the better defender, Candelara probably the better footballer when he gets into the opposing half.
Aldair, nicely directed into the path of Condola. It's got past Murphy. Not past Xavier though. Here's a Roma throw.
This is a Liverpool Football Club announcement. For the comfort and consideration of fellow supporters, can you please remain seated during the play? Thank you.
The club will do well to get the Kop seated tonight. Nobody's going to get any further back than the edge of their seats, whilst the situation remains as it is. Heskey has been penalised.
It's going to be a good battle. Walter Samuel against Heskey.
Assunção has given it away. Smica on towards Risa. Heskey waiting in the box. It's a very difficult ball to bring under control. It may just have been floating through into the path of Vladimir Smica. Liverpool are getting it back quickly and coming forward quickly again. Murphy. There's a real direct feel about their football tonight. Risa with a devilish cross. It is a corner kick. Certainly the opinion assistant on the far side. He felt that Antonioni got a touch. The referee isn't going to give it though.
It was a great ball by Murphy, wasn't it? And whether it was a shot, whether it was a cross, could only have been bettered if it had probably been kept lower. I think he got a little touch.
But Liverpool are on the front foot here. back towards Panucci, but everything that Roma are doing is being done under duress. Liverpool are pressurising them on all areas of the field. Heskey's back heel didn't come out, but he managed to find Risa. Swung too long for Murphy.
Murphy once again though, getting forward. Too deep, too long. But Murphy knows he's got to get forward and make those breaks whenever the opportunity arises. It's a much more attacking aspect to Liverpool's play than one would normally see in a league game, where they keep it tight and they rely on the break. Smith has started very brightly, Littman causing them a problem. Emerson is now getting far closer to him to try and mark him, but that's where Liverpool have had the ascendancy.
Now forward by Aldair, turned on by Totti. No major threat posed to the Liverpool rear guard as yet by the Italian superstar Totti and his running mate from Argentina, Batistuta.
Batistuta, one of the great goal scorers of modern times.
On by Lima. Totti down to Batistuta, trying to bring Assunção into the attack on this right-hand side. Carragher sticking very close to him. Muscular defending. Emerson though, Assunção tried to let it run. Tomasi a little further than Littman, but Smeaton wins it well in the air and Heskey hooks it on just behind Risa. One back by Tomasi. Batistuta, now Assunção, and now Totti. Good challenge though by Hupia, got a foot on the ball. Hard play by Risa. Aldair though. Kondola. Honcho growing enough.
There's some power there with Hippier and Honcho, and at the moment they're on top of Totti and Batistuta. They'll need more support. That task falls to Lima and Assunção, the attacking midfield players. Assunção's playing mainly on the right, but Lima, he's got to get forward.
The bottom line is that whilst it remains Galatasaray 0, Barcelona 0 in Istanbul, Liverpool need a 2-goal win to be certain of qualifying here. Totti to Emerson. Again, terrific hounding from Murphy, just a little too overzealous in his approach. The referee was again perfectly positioned. Risa quickly upon Assunção. Panucci to Lima. Aldair. Tomasi. Gathered in by Totti. Good challenge by Gerrard, took the ball clean as a whistle. On by Murphy quickly, a Littman. Heskey didn't quite anticipate his intentions.
That's a rare misunderstanding in this early phase of the game. Liverpool so sharp.
Offside against Totti. The captain of Roma is a lifelong fan of the club, and a fan who's realised just about every dream. Headed down by Samuel, hooked away by Tomasi. Batistuta is unable to control. It will run for Lima. Hopia and Honcho combining yet again. Gerrard. Risa scampering out there to keep the ball in. Plenty of movement ahead of Gerrard. Lippinen back to Murphy.
Using the width well, Liverpool.
Carragher. Sneaking on the blind side of Panucci, but into an offside position.
Well, it's all right having good passes of the ball, but you've got to have people prepared to run and move to make those passes successful. And there you see Spicer, okay, offside, but the movement's good. They're really working the angles, Liverpool.
He was offside, he was only just. Good control from Totti. Into the path of Assunção. It's a poor cross for the lonely figure of Batistuta inside the Liverpool penalty area. The two celebrity supporters Liverpool have this evening. Totti. Carefully threaded into the path of Emerson. On towards Batistuta. Carragher reacted well, and so too did Stefan Onsha. Just unhinged there for a moment, Liverpool. Tomasi. Totti starting to become more of an influence, but overhit for Assunção.
Well, the early goal will mean that Liverpool's shape at the back doesn't have to be too much disturbed. Xavier and Carragher will be able to keep on hold in their full-back positions and not get caught going forward and leave spaces for Roma to exploit. At the moment, the plan is working superbly well for Liverpool.
Heskey finding Spitzer. Arisa. Gerrard on towards Littmanen. Instant control from the Finn. Gerrard almost playing Hopia into trouble. Good jump by Heskey. Quite directed for Littmanen. Lima.
Heskey's doing particularly well in the air. He's getting to the side of Walter Samuel and coming across him when the goalkeeper's kicking the ball. He's just getting out of his vision and then just moving across, and Walter Samuel is having a problem with that longer ball, and Heskey started very well.
No flag here, Heskey in pursuit. Roma need only avoid defeat in order to qualify for the last eight. They've done that successfully for 6 months now in Champions League and Italian League football. Real Madrid beat them in their opening game of this campaign on September the 11th. Piacenza beat them in Serie A 5 days later. 34 games on from that defeat. Nobody else has managed to replicate it. That is the size of the task facing Liverpool this evening, but they're on the way. And Gerrard has picked the pocket of Emerson. Storms forward again. Guided into Spitzer, allowed to turn. Samuel got in the challenge. The danger has not passed. Tomasi can't connect with it. Heskey does. This is Littmanen. Down for John. Arisa squirted the shot a little bit. Quite get it out from underneath his feet into the position he wanted. But it was a moment of menace again for Liverpool.
Well, it was a good attempt once again. Heskey a problem in the air. Littmanen playing a little ball back there, and Risa taking the opportunity to drive one from 30 odd yards. Risa very involved at the moment. He's playing left side midfield of three, but he's getting wide, he's falling back, he's getting forward. He's full of energy.
And they will need to be in that three-man Liverpool midfield tonight. They've already put an awful lot in. There's a free kick I fancied to Liverpool. That certainly seemed to be the assistant's verdict on the near side. Assunção just levering Arisa over the touchline.
Totti now just playing a little bit further forward, supporting Batistuta rather than playing slightly deeper than him.
Tomasi, Emerson, Lima, that's clever. Tomasi just bundled off the ball by Arisa, and a free kick to Roma. We know that Gabriel Batistuta can club them from this range, and everybody else seems to be standing aside. Liverpool can guess what's coming here. It will be Batistuta, and the wall does its job. Panucci, cleverly on by Emerson. Away though by Oncho, referee got in the way. Lima won it back. Bad break that for Liverpool. Assunção, Lima. Too far for Totti.
Well, they're slowly getting more men forward when they attack as they get to the final third, Roma, but still not really a serious threat to Dudek.
It's funny, the grumblings that Capello made about Liverpool's style, they're not exactly the most thrilling act in Italian football, Roma. They don't have a player in the top 20 goal scorers in Serie A at present. They do have the best defence in that particular league, and that's nothing new in the history of Fabio Capello. There's a strong rumour that he'd be heading for Barcelona next season, although there was a suggestion that he initiated the rumours linking him with Manchester United earlier in the season. Assunção, Emerson, Totti. It's all tight and intricate. You can just spread it now via Odair. More news from Group A. Manchester United have increased their lead in Portugal. Boavista 0, Manchester United 2. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has added to Laurent Blanc's goal. Manchester United looking good to win that group. In Istanbul, it's still Galatasaray 0, Barcelona 0. And as things stand, we're going to have three teams locked at the top of Group B this evening. And the calculators will be coming out.
Yeah, there's much football to be played yet. I think Liverpool have got a little problem with Spicer. I'm not sure if it's hamstring, but he's taken a heavy knock on the far side. I think it was Aldeia dispossessed him, and he seems to be in a little bit of trouble. I think he's just debating whether he needs attention and advice from the physio, but could be a problem. He started very brightly.
The shake of the head wasn't very encouraging, was it? Risa. Spitzer looking to get involved. Assunção surviving the handball appeals. This is Emerson.
Emerson and Batistuta on a different wavelength. So far, none of the Roma midfield have asserted themselves. Gerrard, the deepest of the Liverpool men, has played tremendously effectively. Murphy's been busy, and Risa also. So massive energy on either side of Gerrard, and he's not short of that quality.
Barely seem to be more than 3 or 4 passes go by without it reaching Steven Gerrard somewhere. This is Carragher. Bought himself some space very cleverly, but Heskey is offside, not for the first time tonight. Vladimir Spitzer is down, and this is the incident which caused the injury. It was Aldeia who just held him off, and he just pulled up, and it does look muscular. Well, not exactly a sport for choice with attacking options on the bench. Liverpool lead, courtesy of Jari Litmanen's 6th minute penalty. Assunção. This is Totti. Helped into the path of Condola, very accurate pass. Xavier got in his challenge, and what's more, Liverpool have got the throw.
Well, Condola likes a dribble, he likes working that ball. When his team's on top, he's a wonderful talent going forward. Of course, a rival for Lizazarou's position in the French national team, but hasn't got the left foot of Lizazarou.
He's a little bit younger than Lizarazu, and it doesn't help when you're a French international behind a French legend. That was just a little bit too rugged from Oncho. Liverpool have been very forthright in their approach tonight.
Yes, that's something they must avoid. giving free kicks away there. Anything reckless always has a chance of being punished.
Both Christian Panucci and Walter Samuel are forward to augment the threat here. Dudek colliding with Xavier, and it's scooped away by Carragher in the nick of time, with Emerson closing in. Breakdown in communication between goalkeeper and defender.
Well, it's good defending by Gallagher, he didn't mess about. Hoof it away quickly.
Corner which Francesco Totti will take. Dudek's lost it, Batistuta moved into a good position, but then didn't direct the header goalwards, and Gerrard got it away. It was a real chance. Lima guided back in. Scooped away first by Carragher, helped on its way by Heskey. Inadvertent wall pass with Risa. Littmanen on the ball. Liverpool just a little rattled there. Batistuta made a good run there to create some space and then didn't make the most of it.
Well, a rare mistake there by Dudek. Whether he was a little bit disconcerted by the previous movement, but he completely seemed to lose that ball.
Credit Emil Heskey for making it difficult for Batistuta. Jerzy Dudek got away with the error. And whoever was marking Batistuta got away with the fact that he slipped away from his grasp. Heskey at the other end of the field. Come for Littmanen, will it? No, Emerson ceased to there. Batistuta into the path of Tomasi. Roma are playing better now. Totti. Space for Emerson. Batistuta has found some in the centre too. Emerson trying to feed him. Oh, and a really important intervention by Stefan Onsho, because that was heading for Gabriel Batistuta.
That was a massive intervention. A good ball by Emerson. Emerson beginning to develop a little bit of play. Batistuta was waiting to draw the trigger, wasn't he?
He's still waiting. Totti to Lima. In towards Emerson this time. This time it's Hupia who turns it away. Assunção. Panucci in pursuit. Carragher does the sensible thing. Liverpool just had to be a little bit more circumspect during the last 5 minutes or so. They're halfway to the paradise of a 2-goal win. They've got plenty of time to complete the journey. It will become doubly difficult if they concede. Gerrard out of play.
Need to get Littmanen on the ball. He's the one that can link the play. He can get the ball into his feet, he'll bring people in.
What a clearance this was by Onsho. Look at Batistuta just waiting to chest it down. And ball by Totti. Xavier. Heskey. He's losing out to Samuel. Xavier's won it back. He did the clearance from Aldair. Nowhere really for Gerrard to go. By Samuel. Gerrard there to Carragher. Risa. Murphy. Onsho. Careful passing from Liverpool. Aldair just getting in front of Heskey. Murphy. Spitzer. Littmanen. Now Spitzer trying to slip it inside the full-back for Heskey. It reaches him eventually. 4 red shirts waiting in the centre. Good cross too. Aldair just managed to deflect it out of the danger area. Littmanen though. Now Carragher. That's a good cross with his left foot. Heskey waiting! Well, free kick had been given, I think. Spitzer, I believe, had pushed Samuel as that was building up.
Well, I think Sven Eriksson watching this game would have been pleased with that move. Gallagher using his left foot, swinging it without thinking, beautiful, deep. Heskey jumping well at the back post, just unable to direct it down. Heskey's done well in the air this half. All the England candidates have indeed. Gerrard's done well, Heskey's done well, and Gallagher's defended very solidly.
Murphy forward towards Heskey again. Liverpool looking to finish the half as they started it with a goal. Good defending by Tomasi. Carragher here missed the last England international because of a domestic suspension, but he is a candidate for the left-back spot. Some who feel that Ashley Cole may be better employed in England midfield. That's for the summer, this is for now. Totti on the run. Murphy just unbalanced him.
I think Murphy's relishing playing infield where he's highly involved. Sometimes in their 4-4-2 he plays as the wide player, as a real workhorse. Indeed, Risa on the left does a similar job. They'll both be relishing playing in there tonight.
But Batistuta battered the last one from this range. Vincent Condolar is offering himself this time. Asensao is the man placing the ball. Brazilian standing over a free kick. Not good news as a rule. Asensao takes. And he guides wide of its target. He played well here in the UEFA Cup tie last season. Asensao went close with a free kick in Rome when the two met back in December, I recall. Totti, Asensao, Emerson, Condola, Lima, Gerrard was there. Murphy chose a rather difficult pass there for Smitsa, but Heskey's run it back for him. Now he swings it forward towards Lippmann. Hasn't really got the pace. That's one asset that isn't on the CV of Jari Lippmann. There are a few though. Heskey charging into Totti. It's fallen for Tomasi. Now some space via Totti to Asensao. Here's Emerson. On towards Asensao again. He's got on the dangerous side of Carragher, who recovered really well. Panucci. Condola arriving late in the day. Roma attack to carry more threat now.
Well, once again it was Heskey back there when that deep ball came in for Condola, and had he directed it back across the face of the goal, I think Dudek could have been embarrassed.
Any concerns about the Liverpool energy levels, David? They've given an awful lot to this game already, haven't they?
They have, but I mean they've enjoyed it, and when you're in front, I mean they're happy with themselves at the moment. You can see in their passing, you can see the way they're backtracking. They've got a shape, there's no question about that. I expect Tomasi possibly to push forward a little bit more. I mean, Roma have improved the way as the game has gone on, but Liverpool have been very bright tonight, very sharp.
And they play with their hearts, my word they have. Totti to Emerson. Just eluded Gerrard that time. It was a poor shot. You'd expect more of a Brazilian skipper. Certainly he would. He pays his wages.
Yes, I was just going to make the point. We're seeing very high salaried players, these Italian players, from all over the world, of course, but they really expect and demand big wages, and of course the supporters are very demanding too. At the moment they're fine, they're top of the league in Italy, but you know what the pressure's like there, it's unbelievable, and they want a performance here tonight, and that was a wild shot and unbecoming really of a top player.
Free kick given against Batistuta. Sami Hyypiä was very unhappy with that challenge. He got caught in the face now by which part of Batistuta's anatomy? Well, it was his arm rather than his elbow, and I think it was an arm that was there for leverage. It's easy for me to say. Sami Hyypiä is the one who's hurt.
Yeah, he led with it, but his elbow did come up. You know, he caught him in the face, but I caught him not intentionally.
Heskey the target. Good header by Samuel. Tossed back in by Herpier. Headed away by Panucci. Gerrard jumped well. Good control that from Totti. Behind you. Smith couldn't quite get to him. They're all closing in on him now. Look at them. He's surrounded. Condola. Showed too much of that to Xavier. Murphy, a little deep pass into the path of Gerrard, who couldn't quite collect it in his stride. He was body checked though by Aldair, was it? Gerrard is down in pain.
I think he caught his head on the boards, I think. I think we heard a thud and that was his head. As you see him tumble.
Ooh, ouch. Feeling a bit groggy myself. It was 10 days ago that Gerard Houllier oversaw his first training session with Liverpool since his problems. The new problem he's got is Steven Gerrard's head and leg. They both banged into the board. And look at the board. The board certainly needs some treatment. And that's the impact.
Now, fortunately, we're not far away from half-time, and Dave Galley will probably advise him to rest. No, he's a tough man.
I don't think Gerrard wants to listen to the physiotherapist. Here's Tomasi coming forward. Referee has already halted play here, and he's halted play for half-time. Well, it was the perfect start for Liverpool. A coolly taken penalty by Yari Littman, and just 6 minutes after the reappearance of Gerard Houllier had fueled the Liverpool fires. It's a lead they still hold at halfway. They need one more goal to keep their fate in their own hands. Half-time at Anfield, Liverpool 1, Roma 0. The situation as it stands at half-time is not good enough for Liverpool. Galatasaray 0, Barcelona 0, Liverpool 1, Roma 0 means if the scoreline remains the same, Roma and Barcelona are the teams that will qualify. Lima and Batistuta are the two players who've been replaced. And number 9, Vincenzo Montella, came on as a half-time substitute against Barcelona 3 weeks ago when it was 0-0, scored the second in a 3-0 win and hasn't stopped scoring since. 4 goals in the Rome derby against Lazio, another couple at the weekend. But Risa is looking for a second Liverpool goal here, and they have a corner instantly. Heskey will be joined by Herpier, by Xavier. Jon Arne Riise will deliver from that left-hand side. Liverpool now attacking the Kop end as they like it in the second half. Header away is by Tomasi. Carragher looking for Riise again. Unable to connect with him at the second attempt. But David Pleat, Roma clearly are looking now for a goal to get themselves back into this match.
Yes, a far more aggressive looking lineup with Del Vecchio playing on the left forward, receiving the ball now. Montella on the right and Totti going to play further forward.
Liverpool have to try to keep them out. Only Bayern Munich conceded fewer goals than Liverpool in the competition so far. Mind you, Real Madrid are the only team to have managed a 2-goal win past Roma in this competition. The only team to get 2 goals past Roma in this competition so far this season. Liverpool have got to change that. Totti, it's curling. Right down the throat of Jerzy Dudek.
I think Xavier was pleased that he had the shot because there was a little overlap on his outside there. Del Vecchio had gone on the outside of Totti, gave him the angle to shoot, of course. But I think Xavier was worried that they might get a 2v1 on him.
Risa giving it a good clean. Aston Sao standing right in front of him. Header away is by Panucci. Gerrard trying to keep the move alive, but it's fallen for Totti. Kondola unable to keep it in.
It's a firm pitch, it's quite a fast pitch. Had a strong bounce, and Kondola certainly couldn't cope with that one.
It's a very, very good pitch too this time of the season. Gerrard to Littmanen. Xavier up to Heskey. Good control and eventually hacked to the ground by Walter Samuel. Heskey will require some treatment. Samuel's former teammate Cristiano Zanetti said at the end of last season he's the hardest player I've ever seen. A terrifying sight in the weights room, apparently. Not too pretty out on the field, is he?
Yeah, I saw him play in Argentina and he looked at Colossus, an absolute certainty to be one of their many young exports. There's many, of course, queuing up now to follow his path, particularly with the financial situation over there. Massive strength, and of course left-footed. Very good in the air. Shrewd signing by Roma.
The Copites doing their best to sack the ball towards that goal. Heskey does not require the stretcher which came on, and looks like he's going to be able to resume. We'll have to wait for the free kick to be taken. Hopia and Xavier are forward. Yonana Risa. Header away by Emerson. Murphy. Gerrard was out there, but Kondola intercepted. Totti looking to help it on its way immediately to Montella. Risa has helped it on its way to Heskey. Back with us.
One of the rare occasions when Liverpool have been forced to play it back. Usually there's always a forward option.
Tomasi. Sao to Totti. Now Kondola joining in. Seen off by Hopia. Littmanen to Heskey. Now Risa.
Very interesting tactical switch. Risa on the right-hand side this half.
Heskey taking on Samuel. He has got cover from Aldair, but only at the expense of a Liverpool corner. Veteran Brazilian defender seeing off Emil Heskey. He's still suffering a little.
There's that power to explode, and he left Walter Samuel there. Slowly winning the hearts of Anfield.
Every contribution by a player in the red shirt being recognised by those who follow them. Risa takes in towards Gerrard. Just bounced off Aldair. Risa blasted into the side netting this time. A little wasteful, a little anxious, a little excited. It is an exciting situation.
Risa now gone back to a left-hand side midfield role. Gerrard central, Murphy on the right. A successful trio in the first half. They won the battle against the Romans.
Not too many Romans on the field.
Isn't there one?
Del Vecchio's goals have just dried up of late. He hasn't scored for Roma since October, partly because he's been asked to fill in on the left-hand side. This is the man who scored for Italy in the Euro 2000 final. He is an out-and-out centre-forward by trade. Good control from Spitzer under pressure. Looking to run at Samuel, who managed to block the cross. Hopia to Gerrard. Littmanen back to Gerrard, just came to him in a rather lively fashion, but he couldn't quite bring it under his spell.
Well, there's Gerrard, one of two Scousers on the field. International game. I think we heard At half-time, someone suggests that UEFA hopes the crowd support the game in the spirit that it's meant to be played in. And the competition includes players from 51 countries.
Here's a Brazilian, Assunção. Ran away from Montella, hasn't quite got to the pace of the game, which is incessant. Samuel and Panucci playing their way out of trouble. Tomasi, Totti, Assunção.
This is more a rhythmic Rome side now. Tomasi playing central and getting involved, making an extra player in there. Very much three at the back for Rome.
Condola. Totti just tried to slip it back to Condola. And now on to Assunção. And back into Totti. Oh, the deflection favoured Liverpool. Oncho managed to smuggle it behind. It was a move from Roma full of zip and zest.
That was quite a clever ball. I think he lost his angle there, Assunção.
The Brazilian will take the corner. Dealt with by Gerrard. Tomasi. First of the ball, Smitsa. Samuel has managed to rescue it though for Roma. This is Totti. In towards Del Vecchio. Early clearance by Dudek with Risa in pursuit.
A friendly Norwegian nudge. Is he Norwegian?
Panucci finding Del Vecchio. Condola. Totti. Gerrard got to him. Samuel's header. Calmly for Panucci. Beautifully steered into the path of Del Vecchio. He's turned away from Xavier. Caught by Murphy, was he? Referee playing an advantage, Condola. Murphy has the final say, and Liverpool have the throw.
Well, Smitsa hasn't started the half as brightly up front. He's been forced a little bit deeper. Littmanen too is coming a little bit deeper. And with Roma's more attacking instincts being shown in this half, Liverpool are just being thrown onto the back foot for the first time in the game.
Manchester United's position at the top of their group looks secure. They lead 3-0 against Boavista in Portugal now. David Beckham has added to the first half goals from Blanc and Solskjaer from the penalty spot. As things stand, the group is still conspiring against Liverpool. What they need is a goal from Galatasaray or Barcelona in Istanbul. Either would do. Goal for Liverpool here at Anfield would too. But it's Roma who are threatening more since the break. Tomasi. Hooked away by Hurpia. Carragher though only as far as Tomasi. Assunção with a cross. Dudek comes to claim and loses out. Montella tries to head goalwards. Dudek, having floundered, managed to get enough pressure on the man who's trying to beat him. Heskey trying to beat Aldair. Pulling him back by the shield and eventually pulling him to the ground.
Now Sporting Heskey.
He's 36 now, Aldair. This is the last of his 12 seasons with Roma. He will move on in the summer. But we're talking about a defender who's played in the last 2 World Cup finals. His credentials excellent.
Over 300 games for Roma and over 80 Brazilian caps. Been a great player.
Risa's free kick. Towards Littmanen, who won it in the air. Hopia trying to claim it. Improvised the best he could. Some afters there with Samuel. Assunção cut down by Smitsa. Sami Hopia really fired up tonight. He felt he was impeded here by Samuel, number 19.
I don't think Hippier has a particular good case there. It was interesting to see Smeesa, as soon as that ball break, he's made the foul on the far side on Asensao, how quickly he got back to cover.
Heskey's header towards Smeesa, beaten to it in the air by Panucci. Smeesa, run off it by Emerson. Free kick goes Roma's way. Totti managing to hurdle on show. Slipped on towards Montella. Xavier with a good cover. And Liverpool having to defend at the stretch now.
Well, Totti got a bit lucky there. Xavier did a good job. Got a lucky rebound there in midfield, Totti. Clever little reverse pass, but Xavier read it well.
Kondola. In towards Del Vecchio. Well, Liverpool are still a goal shy of their qualification target. If Roma were to equalise, they would have twice the job on their hands. Capello called Liverpool one-dimensional before the first meeting in December. I think his opinion of his opponents will have changed tonight. Maybe his opinion of one or two of his own players is changing. He could only be Italian, couldn't he? Gerrard with an important challenge on Tomasi. Gets it back for Risa. Feeds Litmanen. Now, can he pull the strings for Liverpool? Yes, he can. Risa lets his shot away. Antonioni managed to make a save. Important stop. Low down by the man who did save a penalty from Michael Owen on this ground in the UEFA Cup last season. Only Litmanen's penalty has got past him so far tonight.
Yeah, terrific power. Really packs a punch, does Risa.
Packs a long throw too towards Herpier, who was just levered off the ball by Panucci. Cleared by Aldair. Montella. Murphy's got it back though. Risa again. The whole group is on a tightrope here. Gerard Houllier still looking a rather gaunt figure, but totally immersed in the drama of the night. And inspiring another chorus from the Kop. An hour gone. Now, was this a foul? Maybe halfway down the field it would have been. Litmanen to Smeesa, couldn't quite gather it. Asensao, Tomasi. Gerrard got in a challenge. Great news from Istanbul. It's Galatasaray 0, Barcelona 1. And that changes the whole feel of the group, because if Liverpool win and Barcelona win, it's Barcelona and Liverpool who go through and Roma who go out. Liverpool's progress in the competition is looking good again. Litmanen. Smeesa. Gerrard making a run ahead of it. Here's Steven Gerrard offside.
I think he spurned an opportunity there, Smeesa. I think he was on the run. The ball was running kindly for him when he tried to play Gerrard in. Could he have had a poke? I think the crowd realising now the situation.
Xavier, Smeesa, Murphy. Risa's made a run down the centre. Gerrard has the ball. Space for Carragher. Litmanen going all over the field looking for the ball. Clever back heel, defeats Tomasi, who is yellow carded. Got a couple of those here last year, Tomasi. Sent off in the closing moments.
Gorgeous skill.
I'd fall over if I tried that. Murphy will take the free kick. In towards Heskey! Liverpool 2, Roma 0. That's the scoreline they need. Emil Heskey's towering header has put Liverpool within touching distance of the quarter-finals.
Well, it was a massive jump by Heskey. He threatened that in the first half in non-important areas. There you see him climb. Look at that wonderful leap. He held his jump, he got it down. That's a goal fit for a king. It's a massive one for Liverpool. Spicer was off the field at the time. Got a lovely surprise when he looked up after tying the laces of his boot change. Saw the ball nestling in the net. What a sight.
Well, Emil Heskey's equaliser in Istanbul 3 weeks ago, just 11 minutes from time, was valuable to Liverpool. That goal could be priceless. Headed by Aldair is only as far as Littmanen. On goes Heskey, cleared by Antonioli. Fantastic effort by Liverpool tonight.
Well, there you see all the worry in Antonioli's face as he came to clear that ball. Heskey, who seems to get knocked from pillar to post. Massive header.
Murphy, Spicer, Gerrard. Well, Emil Heskey is the one Liverpool player who has started all of their Champions League games this season. And that is his most important contribution of the season. Risa has kept it in.
It'll be interesting to see if Capello changes his tactics. Can he change his tactics?
It was a foul by Xavier on Del Vecchio. Yellow card for Abel Xavier.
I don't think you can tackle at that pace and from behind in that area and expect to get away with it.
Panucci, Assunção, Tomasi exchanging with Montella, but the cross is too long. There is one Italian enjoying this match, Claudio Ranieri, because Liverpool are putting so much in. They face Chelsea here on Sunday. But here's Risa. Panucci just managed to get a toe on the ball. It is a corner kick, but there are a lot of Italians here who are not enjoying themselves. Liverpool are seeing to that. Risa with a corner. Heskey jumping again and tumbling over Aldair. Couldn't quite reach the ball. Littmanen. Header away by Tomasi. Came to Assunção. He didn't have the time he wanted. Hurpier almost got to him. Totti. Roma trying to keep their nerve, keep their heads. As things stand, with Barcelona winning in Istanbul, it's Roma who are heading out here. Samuel into Condola. Now Totti. Condola. Totti goes on. Crossed into Montella, but somehow Hurpier got to him and Carragher hooked it away. Fantastic chance for the hottest forward in Italian football at the moment, but Sami Hurpier blocked out the line in front of him, and look where he got to it from.
Fabulous work by Totti.
Assunção with the corner. Towards Aldair, it's Hurpier again. Panucci. Too long.
Well, it's no game for faint hearts.
Roma preparing to introduce yet another attacking player. The bright young thing of Italian football, Antonio Cassano, just 19 years of age, will replace Assunção.
Coming on for Roma.
They paid a world record fee of £17 million and more, a world record for a teenager that is, to bring Cassano from Bari at the start of the season.
Saw him play last year, you know, Clive, and he was absolutely anonymous. And the surprise was there was other English people there, and they couldn't believe that they were going to pay all that money for him. It'd be fascinating to see what he can do here tonight. Certainly the man he's replaced, Hassan Sow, was a rather peripheral figure, I felt, playing wideish on the right in this second period and not really contributing to Roma's attacking strength. So great opportunity for Cassano.
His first contribution is to buy a free kick over on that right-hand side. Christian Panucci will take it. Didn't quite reach Samuel. Del Vecchio, forced away by Carragher and then by Risa. Aldair, Del Vecchio. It's a good cross and a good take by Jerzy Dudek.
Very supportive crowd. They know their football here. Aware that Dudek is handled not at his best tonight on a higher ball. Took that comfortably and the crowd responded well. Straight swap, Cassano has gone out to play wideish right.
He's a volatile young man. He's upset the Italian under-21 coach Claudio Gentile, which is not a very wise thing to do, judging from Gentile's reputation as a player. But he's back in favour, having walked out on the Italian junior squad a couple of times. Other end of the age scale, Aldair, only as far as Xavier. Smitsa ran into Kondola and didn't emerge the other side with the ball.
Just wondering where Liverpool may get an extra reserve of energy from if they need it in the last phase of the game.
Offside.
Have Baros, the young Czech on the bench who played quite well in Barcelona last week. He could come on. Just seen Smitsa have a lesser time in this half. He did take that knock in the first period. But the most important thing for Liverpool is to defend properly. We will see Gerrard shielding his two centre-halves more now. If there was a plan, it couldn't be better than the way it's worked.
Liverpool can win by 2 clear goals here. It does not matter what happens in Istanbul. It doesn't matter to Liverpool, it'll matter to Roma. Gerrard. Litmanen. Heskey. It's a throw in to Roma. Totti has really tried to influence matters in the second half. Murphy to Gerrard. Heskey. Extravagant. Well, the Liverpool players have been saying that Phil Thompson has been boring them with stories of Europe past, and the man on the right there, David Fairclough, scored one of the most famous goals in Liverpool's history in a similar circumstance. The 1977 quarter-final against Saint Etienne here. Came on as a substitute and got the goal with 8 minutes to go then. They've got a little bit more time to see out here if, in Phil Thompson's words, they are to stage Saint Etienne 2 on this ground. It's amazing, really, for a club that's won 4 European Cups. That fixture is embedded in the folklore of Liverpool Football Club. It's often the way that a match which perhaps supporters of other clubs wouldn't represent as being the greatest moment in a club's history is certainly one of the greatest here, and they've drawn on the memory of that tonight. It's been every bit as dramatic.
No major movement on the Liverpool bench. Still got the shape. Smitsa on the right-hand side, more or less of a 4 with Murphy and Gerrard in the centre.
Cassano has had the decision go against him there. He was looking for another free kick. He was penalised for handball or diving, maybe both. He did get caught by Carragher in fairness. Got caught on the way down. Aldayer's clearance, only down to Gerrard, who's been immense. Murphy with the snap volley.
Here's Murphy, left foot, bit ambitious, never really got his non-kicking foot anchored.
His birthday was yesterday, he was 25 yesterday. Smith is still full of tricks. Murphy into the path of Carragher. Liverpool still full of running, particularly this man. Gerrard to Murphy. Guided into Littmanen. Now Smitsa. Heskey's pulled wide to the right-hand side. Smitsa still going through his repertoire. Littmanen was tumbled by Samuel. Liverpool still have it. Smitsa on there with a link with Murphy.
Another good forward run by Murphy. Still looking for those third-man runs when it comes back. And it's played back. One of the midfield players always looking to go in between. It's broken up the back three of Roma on one or two occasions.
I'm sure it's been something of a surprise element in the Liverpool approach tonight. All of the allegations levelled at them that they don't have midfield players running past their front men. They've had midfield players running every which way tonight, and Gerrard's on his way again. Cassano. He tried an impossible pass when there were easy passes on.
Poor delivery, not appreciated by the coach.
Xavier, Gerrard, Murphy. Risa was being held by Tomasi.
He was looking to get on the inside, wasn't he? And there's no question about it. Tomasi was a little bit clever there, clever in as much as he got away with it.
Been clever, he had another yellow card to his name. He can't check Carragher's run because of that. Antonioli will deny Liverpool a corner. This goalkeeper has not been on the losing side in Champions League or Serie A all season. 33 appearances. I think that's going to change tonight. Samuel to Montella. Flag is up. Totti will have to come back.
Well, there we see the little flick. I don't think there's any doubt about it. He's just offside. Roma supporters very mooted at the moment.
Champions League live on ITV tomorrow night. ITV1, Arsenal's Night of Destiny in Turin. Juventus versus Arsenal. We begin at 7:30 on the Sport Channel. The other game in Group D, Deportivo La Coruña against Bayer Leverkusen. Tomorrow night live on ITV. All the details of that available on the ITV football website, itv.com/football.
The Roma change hasn't helped them. They haven't gained any more rhythm or indeed any more threat. It's still Liverpool who are the strongest team, I think.
But the threat is implied with the attacking players that they have on the field now. Here's one of them, Cassano, forcing a throw-in from Herpia. Cassano paired in an all-Italian four-man attack now with three current internationals. Here's one of them, Montella. They've been scratching their heads in Italy and wondering how Giovanni Trapattoni is going to find room for all three, but Totti jumping into Xavier. There's a certainty to go to the World Cup in the summer.
And that was a certainty to concede a free kick. How he thought he would get away with that. He's certainly not jumping for the ball.
Sign of frustration, desperation. Risa. Really straight at Antonioli, but either side of him would have been interesting. Looked like a foul by Oncho on Totti, but the referee was well placed.
Liverpool very much 4-4-2 now. Littmanen joining Heskey.
He's looking for Littmanen. Heskey still rubbing his head. Gerrard forward to Littmanen. No flag here. Littmanen trying to force it on. Gerrard had gone the other way. Bonucci has time. Totti. Heskey, a good front line of defence. Nice ball from Aldair though into the path of Del Vecchio. Fed into Montella, but instead Emerson is first to it. Wouldn't quite sit down for Emerson as he tried to change feet and get the shot away with his left.
His first touch was great, wasn't it? His second touch just eluded him. Wasn't that a fine ball?
Totti looking to turn. Oncho is having none of it. Del Vecchio back to Condola. Now Emerson. It's all very, very tight and at close quarters. Cassano, Condola. Del Vecchio, Cassano. Now they found a little bit of space for themselves. Del Vecchio with a cross. Too far for Montella. Tomasi arriving. Trying to keep the move alive. Through the legs of Risa. Carragher is there. Goal kick.
Well, possibly Tomasi's irresolute play deserved better there. When Carragher knocked it against him, it flew over the byline, much to the relief of the Liverpool supporters. There we see him. Clever play against Risa. Went in determinedly. Carragher got the benefit of that challenge.
Just to recap, it is Galatasaray 0, Barcelona 1 in Turkey, Luis Enrique's goal. And that means that any kind of Liverpool win as things stand will take them through in second place in the group behind Barcelona. Samuel with the rather comical headgear to protect his cut head, although I wouldn't like to be the guy to tell him it was comical. Liverpool have a free kick in a promising position. Amazing, isn't it? No Italian winner of this competition since 1996. No Italian finalist since 1998. No semi-finalist the last 2 years. No quarter-finalist last year. And the last remaining Italian team in the competition are teetering on the brink here. Gerrard hits, took a deflection of Samuel. It was on target until it hit Samuel. Have the edge in all departments. Yonan Arisa with the corner. In towards Hupia. Samuel's clearance. Headed by Smitsa. There is a flag up against Littmanen. Oh, what a night this has been for Gerard Houllier. Phil Thompson has held the fort so sturdily for his manager throughout the last 5 months. Houllier trying to sit and be as calm as I'm sure all his medical advisors, the men who saved his life, have advised him to be, but how can you be calm on a night like this? A flag on the far side will help. But the man who let the Reds out last season, well, with the benefit of a rather dubious offside.
Very difficult that one for the assistant because it was such a long ball. To see simultaneously the moment he struck the ball and the actual movement of the player across the back line is the difficulty that all assistants have, and of course when it's such a deep ball it becomes even more difficult.
He let the Reds out last season. He has, with his reappearance, lifted them to their greatest moment of this season, or very, very close to it anyway. So far, that is. This is where the season took off a year ago.
It is indeed a massive emotional moment, and I think it's that emotion and the adrenaline that's with the players that's maintaining these 10 outfield players on the field. Remember, tonight they've made this performance such an attractive one without Haman and without Owen.
Against the Italian champions, against the Italian league leaders.
Only 6 minutes for Liverpool to keep strong They'll never walk alone is the famous anthem here. And the crowd is responding. So difficult to get an exact scoreline in any game. You know coming into it that you need a 2-0 to get it. That takes some doing.
They've got it now. Can they keep it? A Roma goal here, a Galatasaray goal in Istanbul, it all changes. But it needs those two eventualities to deny Liverpool as things stand. With very little of this dramatic night remaining. Aldair. Swept into Cassano. Carragher standing strong again.
Biscan looks as though he may enter the fray.
Igor Biscan, the combative Croatian international, being readied by Gerard Houllier, who's issuing the final instructions. Clearance by Risa. Anywhere will do now for Liverpool. Anywhere out of the danger area. Igor Biscan has not been involved since the 4-0 defeat at Chelsea 3 months ago. Foul by Lippmann. Oncho and Hurpio have been immovable again tonight. Just a loose piece of turf moving Hurpio momentarily. Tossed forward by Murphy. Heskey will chase. Samuel will deal with it.
I think it'll be Smeesa or Lippmann possibly who'll come off. They'll probably need the legs.
Montella. Aldair. Just stripped by Smeesa. The scorer of the goal which set Liverpool on their way. Nerveless penalty by Jari Lippmann, seems a long time ago now. He is replaced by Igor Biscan, the Croatian international, will be hoping to play against Italy in the World Cup finals in the summer. Tomasi. But Roma are running out of ideas here, and they're certainly running out of time. And Fabio Capello may need that offer of a job from Barcelona the way things are going. The irony would be that it looks like Barcelona could be about to deny Roma a place in the last 8. Liverpool have a free kick right on the edge of the Roma penalty area. Yellow card for Walter Samuel. That would put him out of the quarter-final if somehow Roma would have reached it.
Looks there as though he's had an unhappy night. Liverpool will want to retain that unhappiness. They haven't got long to go.
You won't want to see Emil Heskey in Sapporo in the summer. And I've seen quite enough of him tonight. Now, is there a big red cherry to stick on the top of the Liverpool icing? Can they ease the nerves and make it 3? Murphy or Gerrard? It's Danny Murphy. It's deflected as an appeal for handball by somebody in the wall. I think Totti put his arms up. Tossed back in by Oncho. This is Risa.
I think someone in the Kop also appealed as well as someone in the wall.
That's a terrific pass from Carragher and a good ball from Risa. And Liverpool trying to introduce an air of calm to the night by keeping possession for these critical last few minutes. Risa just losing it though. Throw in. Tomasi and Totti went for the same ball. Risa tackled by Emerson. Liverpool throw. Last of the 90 minutes. Liverpool want to make another change. Maybe with an eye on the clock as much as anything. Risa.
That's not a bad ball with a few seconds to go. I'm sure that Risa didn't do that on purpose. But as soon as that ball goes over the byline, everyone's back. Liverpool at the moment have 8 men between the halfway line and their own goal. Smisa, the second man to be changed. Not surprisingly, started the game very, very well. I think he surprised people with his movement, and certainly as he combined with Heskey early on. Second half hasn't been so easy for him, but he's still been a hero.
Montella, Cassano. 2 added minutes to play. That's how close Liverpool are. "2-0 is the scoreline that they dreamt about last night. 2-0 is the reality right now. Condola, away by Hurpier. Gerrard. Tossed forward by Samuel. Totti jumped into Onsho, he's been penalised.
The two Liverpool central defenders have been absolutely colossuses tonight, if that's the correct phrase, because they've been so strong, always tried to stay on their feet, never tackled recklessly, given very few free kicks away around the edge of the box, and we know how many experts Roma have on dead balls. They've played so well together, always been close together, covering for each other. Two mountains.
Free kick to Liverpool. The last seconds tick away with the scarves raised aloft on the Kop. As of old, it's been a standing area again tonight. It's got a familiar look for those who remember the great conquests of this great team in the 70s and 80s. And this team, who just won the 5 trophies last year, are still on course. Welcome back, Gerrard. A famous victory, a full-blooded victory, a victory they will still be talking about in years to come, and a victory which takes Liverpool to a seat at the top table of European football. They are in the elite last 8 of the major competition. That trophy that they've held aloft 4 times in the past is still within the grasp of Gerard Houllier and his magnificent team. The second goal from Emil Heskey, adding to the early penalty by Jari Littmann, cast aside any thoughts of what was happening elsewhere. Liverpool have done it on their own. Their first victory in the second phase of the competition is their finest victory of the season. Liverpool 2, Roma 0.
So a truly fantastic result for Liverpool as they go through to the last 8 despite only winning 1 game in the group. Liverpool edge out Roma because they took 4 points in the 2 games between the clubs. Barcelona topped the table after winning in Turkey. Meanwhile, Manchester United finished as winners of Group A after victory in Portugal. Blanc, Solskjaer and Beckham the scorers. There's a 1 in 3 chance of them playing Liverpool in the quarter-finals when the draw is made on Friday. Arsenal will hope to join them. They must go for a win away at Juventus, but if Deportivo beat Bayer Leverkusen, Arsenal would go through regardless. Join Des and the team for live coverage on ITV1. That's Wednesday evening. And we'll be back in 2 weeks' time for the first leg in the quarter-finals. We'll see you then, but for now, goodbye.